Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a positive and productive day so far. My name is Kel with the Planner Isle, and today I'm reviewing the October intention box from Cloth and Paper and walking through all the ways you can use the items inside. The theme for this box is mental health and wellness, which is always a great thing to explore. They also collaborated with Wondermind, which is a mental health focused company co-founded by 3 women, including Selena Gomez, whose goal is to break the stigma around mental health and make support more affordable and accessible through podcasts, articles, newsletters, and worksheets. I've never heard of Wondermind, but I'm a huge advocate for prioritizing mental health and self-care in general. Everyone is struggling with something, and it's so important that you take time out and check in with yourself. I love getting tools and things that can help make that process easier, so I'm super excited to see the items included from this collaboration. Make sure to stick around until the end for my final thoughts and rating, and as always, feel free to leave me a comment below with any questions or topics you'd like for me to include in my next video. Without further ado, let's hop in. So opening our information packet, we have the What's Inside card that details what's in the box and the December pop-up calendar. Usually we have the member access card, but it's my understanding that they're no longer including these in the boxes. We also have this welcome card from the founders of Wondermind that gives a nice intro on the company and a little bit about them. I'm not going to go through all of this, but feel free to pause the screen if you want to read it. Next, we have the October dust bag. This is a zippered nylon bag that comes in this sort of pale blue color. It's got several stitch lines across the front and back that look like the W and the M and the Wondermind logo print, with the Cloth and Paper logo stitched on the side and a silver zipper. So this bag is very similar to the dust bag we received in the April box. I'm not a fan of most of their dust bags, but the April one has been my favorite by far. They usually send drawstring bags, but the zip closures make such a huge difference. Your items just feel so much more secure and protected, and you can throw this in your bigger bags without having to worry about things falling out. In terms of the design, I think it's fine. I don't love it or hate it. The color, however, is not my favorite. Or let me rephrase, I love the color itself, but I don't like it as a planning accessory color. It's a really interesting pale shade of blue. It's somewhere between cloud blue and cotton candy blue. It's not a bad color by any means, and it is on the subtle side, so it's not overbearing or anything, but for my purposes, I don't think this will pair as well with a neutral color scheme, which has pretty much been my color theme for the past several years. Glancing at the other items in this box, it looks like this color is used throughout, so this is the accent color for the month. Again, it's not an ugly color. I actually think the shade is really calming and relaxing, and I think a lot of folks will like it, but for me personally, as a primary color on stationery products, I'm not a big fan. I won't be using this bag, but the size and the fact that it's zippered makes it such a versatile bag to have. I use my green one from April to house my Janet Leather vendor spec planner to keep it from getting damaged, but you can use this to hold supplies, notebooks, utensils, planners, or you can mix and match and just use it to hold stationery that you take with you on the go. You can also use it for non-planner related things, so you can use it to store items around your house, travel accessories, storage pouch for mail or cards or something. It's a really good size and can hold a lot, so that's always great. Because it's an odd shade of blue, it makes it unique enough that some people will really like it. So all in all, I think this is a solid bag for this month. Next, we have our October reflection card. They include one of these each month. This month, we have a lot going on here text-wise. It says mind mapping with the letters scattered across the front, and the question prompt asks, when you imagine yourself as really relaxed and happy, what are you doing? This being October's box, we will likely be getting at least 2 more of these. I do hope that next year they include different cards each month. As you all know by now, I am not a fan of having a collection of these. Moving on, we have one journaling card. This one says, what does success look like to me in the pale blue theme color in a mix of upper and lowercase and italicized font printed in foil on a medium weight semi-transparent vellum. I'm glad we got a journaling card this month. Cloth and Paper used to send them in each box. Now it looks like they send them periodically. I like the text on here and the size of the card. Unfortunately, the color won't match my agenda, but I'm sure I'll end up finding a place to use it. Next, we have the sticky note and page flag set. Here we have one set of 50 standard size sticky notes in a light sky blue with mental note in black at the bottom, and then two small rectangular transparent page flags. There's 50 on each, one set in beige and one in a darker blue. So sticky notes and page flags are always nice to get. I know a lot of people think that we get too many, but I'm always reaching for these, so I love to see them. I really like the color of the sticky note. The light blue is really pretty, really neutral. I don't have a sticky note in this color in my collection. I also like that the flags are transparent and not paper. Paper flags are great for marking areas on your page, but if you plan to use these as actual flags or tabs that stick out from your page, the transparent ones are much more durable. Another great thing about this is that all the colors complement each other and both the flags and stickies are on the same card, which is great if you're planning on using them together. There's not really any downsides to these. I mean, in terms of functionality, stickies and page flags are a core accessory when it comes to planning, so it's really hard to lose with this one. The colors will of course be personal preference, but always glad when they include these in the boxes. So moving on, we have the most anticipated item in this box, and that is the disc-bound Candid Wellness Journal. So this journal is half letter size, it has 90 pages total, and comes with a couple of matching accessories that they packed separately. I'm going to open everything and put it all together, and then I'll go through it. So first, the accent colors are in the same pale blue color that matches the rest of the box. We have a set of 8 discs and then a clear plastic hardcover with a theme color in print. At the top, you have a quote in the right corner about the importance of breaking the silence around mental health. In the middle, you have Wonder Mind by Cloth and Paper, a nod to their collaboration. And then at the bottom, you have Candid in large text with the I lowercase. Flipping over, you have this work in progress dashboard, which is a beautiful, beautiful soft cardstock dashboard. Work in progress is embossed on the top half, and at the bottom it says you're allowed to be a work in progress with Wonder Mind by Cloth and Paper below that. Next, you have this transparent vellum dashboard with their collab. This was an add-on that came separately, then your title page, and then flipping over, you move into your dividers and inserts. So they included 3 dividers and 3 sets of inserts, and each divider is paired with the inserts that match for that section. The dividers are a smooth, thin, semi-transparent vellum with blue foil text on the tab. The first one says Agenda, and that's paired with this set of weekly inserts. So these are the Hobonichi weeklies. Here they include a set of 15 pages total, so this would cover 15 weeks, so about 4.5 months. On the left-hand side, you have a spot at the top to write the week you're on, your days of the week, and a split grid horizontal layout, and a solid graph grid on the right-hand side. It's also all undated, which allows you to use these at any point throughout the year. The second section is for workshop, and these are paired with these reflection inserts. Here they include 15 pages front and back, so 30 sheets total. At the top you have 6 dials, one for workshop, book, article, film, podcast, or other, a box to write the name, and one for topic, 9 lines to write a summary, and 9 lines to write any key takeaways, 3 lines to list your emotional response, and then a large dot grid at the bottom to write or draw out your thoughts in whatever way makes sense to you. So this could be writing or listing what your thoughts are, or maybe making a sketch or a drawing or something that could also capture your feelings in the moment. But these inserts are really intended to help you break down or make sense of your thoughts or feelings after you complete one of these readings or exercises like a workshop or mental health session. While I do like the idea of these, I feel like they may be a little too structured for broader use, but I do think that if you're using the Wondermind methods and resources as your main mental fitness tool, then these will be really useful for you. The last section is your journaling section, and here we have a set of focus inserts. They include a set of 15 pages, so 29 sheets total because the back is blank, and these are very straightforward. There's a date field at the top, a blank focus box below that for you to list your topic or target you're focusing on, and then lines at the bottom for you to write any detail. They also included this little sheet of stickers. You have 48 mood stickers and 54 dot stickers. For mood stickers, they've included 12 happy faces, 6 indifferent, 6 sad, 6 surprised, 6 angry, 6 giggling, and I'm not sure what this face is, maybe shocked, I'm not sure, but you have 6 of those. And then they included 18 dots in this peachy orange color and 36 dots in the same pale blue. They also gave us a set of fairly large cloth and paper clips in the theme color as well. We have one in a matte finish and one in a shiny finish. So this is Cloth and Paper's version of the Ollie clip. I love Ollie clips. They're such a good way to hold your pages or add a bit of color or texture to different areas of your planner. I've run into issues with the strength of the magnet on the cloth and paper clips with some of them, but these seem to have a really strong connection. Again, for me, this color will not match any of my planners or agendas, so this will end up being a backup, but that's strictly personal preference. If you like this color, then these will be a win for you. So looking at the journal as a whole, this is such a great addition to this box for a number of reasons. As I mentioned at the beginning, anything that helps us keep tabs on our mental health is an instant win, and this journal aims to do that. My favorite part of this journal is the dashboard in front. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes ever, "I'm a work in progress and I hope I always will be," by Michelle Obama. It's a great reminder that perfection is unattainable and that's totally okay. It sort of normalizes the ups and downs that we all face, and at least for me, it's a reminder to continue to grow and evolve, and it helps me feel less alone when I do face challenges. The other thing that I like about this journal is the sheer amount of what they included. First, they gave us 3 sets of inserts, 2 of which are versatile enough to use in a number of planning routines outside of the intended purpose here. Maybe you're looking for different styles of weeklies, or you want a more condensed weekly layout. The Hobonichi spread could be a good one for you to try out. It's a super popular style that's great for people who like minimal structure with space that gives you a little more creativity and freedom in your routine. And the focus inserts can be used in just about any way that you want to use them. Because it's essentially blank, these would pair so well in your notes or miscellaneous section in your agenda. And if you don't want to put a focus area here, you can easily cover this up with a sticker and use it for whatever you want. They also gave us stickers, a set of discs, matching clips, and dividers, which I have to give points to Cloth and Paper for with the dividers. The fact that these are thin and vellum and low profile and semi-transparent is the style that's consistently topping the charts in terms of favorable dividers for functional planners. So many shops sell these now, and I was curious when Cloth and Paper would carry them. I'm not a huge fan of the blue foil. I don't think it's going to match most people's agendas outside of this journal, but the divider itself is awesome. It's also great that they gave us a fully set up journal with discs. That way you can add or remove pages as you like. For example, they gave us this vellum page with the collab. You may or may not want to include this since it is a bit redundant. If you don't, you can always take it out. You can also repurpose a section if you'd like. So for example, if you don't want to use the reflection inserts, you can print or purchase your own inserts that fit the workshop section for you. So you could put notes inserts here and use it to write down a recap after therapy sessions, or maybe activities you do for your well-being like exercise or yoga. You could also use this section to house calendar inserts and log the dates that you attend well-being classes or appointments, similar to how you would code things in your main agenda. It's also in half letter, which is a really common planner size. So if you wanted to use different inserts or dashboards, maybe you want to use your own dividers or something, you can change out things as you wish, mix and match, or use the discs for another planner altogether if you don't want to use the setup they have. Will I use this journal? I'm not 100% sure yet. I have a wellness bullet journal that I currently use with spreads that I built myself, so if I do use it, it will definitely serve as a supplemental journal to my current system. That being said, the fact that they gave us a fully set up, ready to go, accessory-filled journal focused on helping take control of your mental health is one of the best and beneficial products they've included in a sub box this year. The color and design will be a hit or miss depending on your personal style, but the journal itself and the intent in which we use it is so important and opens up a bigger conversation around mental health that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. One of the best items this year, and I'm glad Cloth and Paper partnered with Wondermind to bring it to this month's box. Last, we have 2 pens this month. First is the Pentel Energel In-Free Gel Pen. This one is in blue with a 0.5mm tip. Doing a pen test here, this writes really nice. It's very smooth and feels good in your hand. I really like this pen. I've had good experiences with the Pentel Energel line overall. I'm also glad that they included a blue pen in this box. I know people have been wanting a blue pen and asking for it, and this is a really, really solid pen. I love the grip here. It's soft and it keeps your hand from slipping, which keeps your hand from cramping, which if you write a lot can make all the difference. The second pen they've included is the Zebra Beeline pen. This one is black with a 0.5mm tip as well. Doing a pen test with this one, this pen writes like butter. It's so smooth and the ink picks up on the page very well and it's very sharp. I don't use 0.5mm ink in my planner, but I do in my notebook, and this will definitely be added in my rotation. This one also feels great to hold. The body is all one color, but there is this rubber grip towards the tip that makes this a really comfortable hold. I do have to mention that similarly to the rest of the box, these were definitely chosen with the color theme in mind. The Pentel has blue ink, and the casing of the Zebra pen is a very similar pale blue to the accent colors of the products this month. Definitely a nice little matchy match on Cloth and Paper's part. The quality of both of these pens are really great, and I'm happy that they included blue and black ink this month. And that wraps up the October box from Cloth and Paper. So overall, this was a strong box with a very clear and targeted theme. I think with this box being a collaboration and having such a heavy theme, it makes it really unique in that nearly all of the items were centered around the wellness journal, which makes it nice and cohesive. My favorite item this month is the dashboard. I love the text and the simplicity of the white. I hope they release these in A5. If so, I will be purchasing it. I do wish that the text here at the bottom blended in a bit better. It would have been nice to see this in maybe a light gray layered text instead of this black, but that's just me being picky. My least favorite item are the reflection inserts. Since these are very neatly structured for a specific purpose, it limits how you're able to use them outside of its intended purpose. Because I have my own system for managing my well-being, I won't have a use for these, but for those who are looking for a system or want to use these along with the resources Wondermind has available, I think that they'll find these helpful. It was hard to rate this box this month because I feel like this was almost a specialty box. They didn't give us a variety of separate items around the theme. Instead, they gave us one main product with add-ons that fit the theme. In this case, a journal and accessories to match. With all that being said, I'm going to give 2 ratings for this box. For theme and content, I'm rating it a 9 out of 10. All of the products matched the theme perfectly and everything was functional to that theme. Mental health was clearly the focus and everything sort of played off of each other and can be used together in terms of usability and practicality. For overall functionality and versatility as one of the 12 intention boxes, I'm rating it a 7.5 out of 10. Although we got a fully set up journal, all of the products were centered around the journal itself as opposed to the theme in a broader sense. Even the bag and sticky set, color-wise, were designed to be used with the journal, and while this does give us a nicely matched set, it doesn't give those who may not be a fan of the journal really anything else they can use. They also really leaned into color matching this month, which limits the options for those who may not be fans of the color. Again, this is a strong box for sure. I just feel like this one is in its own separate category when compared to the other boxes we received in the past. Where most boxes will have a few products for some people and a few that aren't, this one feels a lot more all or nothing. The theme itself, though, is by far the best theme that we've had all year, and I'm really excited that they partnered with Wondermind to bring attention to the importance of mental health. Again, I'd never heard of this company before, so a huge thank you to Cloth and Paper for featuring them and featuring a topic that should be a priority for everyone. And that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more planning and organizational content, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram for more planner tips and inspo, sending positive vibes your way. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.